Hello everyone, welcome back. In this video, I am going to talk about COVID vaccines. Let's have a comparison among the different COVID vaccines that are available right now. Before going into the topic, I'll explain what the vaccine is in brief. These vaccines are the preparations of microorganisms that are used to induce the immune response. Whenever a bacteria or a fungal organism or a viral organism that enters into our body will first recognize it as a foreign particle and it will start producing the antibodies. With the help of a vaccine, we are going to send that particular organism or the part of the microbial organism into a human body. Remember here, the microorganism is not pathogenic. We are going to decrease the virulence of that particular organism and then we are going to introduce it into a human body where our body will recognize it as a foreign particle and it will start producing the antibodies. And with the help of these vaccines, we are going to create a memory. That means if the organism re-enters into our body during the lifetime, these memory cells will act immediately producing the antibodies, thereby inhibiting the effect of a pathogen. We all know the current situation, right? This coronavirus had created a negative impact on all of us, right? And moreover, in this pandemic situation, again people are getting affected with the fungal diseases also. And in the initial stages of pandemic, everyone eagerly waited for the release of vaccine into the market. Now with the availability of vaccine, everyone were in a confusion whether to take the vaccine or not. Remember, vaccines are effective and vaccines are safe. So these are the preparations of microorganisms, but the organism's virulence is decreased. That means this virus, when it is introduced into our body, it cannot cause any infection or it cannot replicate within a body, but it will be recognized as a foreign particle. Thereby our body will start producing the antibodies. This is how we prepare a vaccine. Rapid vaccine development has been one of the most useful and positive aspects during this pandemic, because with the help of vaccines we can control the spread of disease. So please don't wait for any particular type of vaccine to arrive in your country. Make sure you are vaccinated as soon as possible. Vaccines are safe and they provide good efficacy. These vaccines were given to an individual with an age group of 18 plus, and right now there are no vaccines for children. Still the clinical trials are going on and even people are working towards the nasal vaccines. They can be given in the form of nasal drops. We all know how the polio vaccine is given to children below 5 years of age. They were given in the form of oral drops, right? So similarly for this COVID-19, people were working towards the nasal vaccines, that is in the form of a nasal drops. Let us now discuss about the different types of vaccines that are available against coronavirus. There are 8 different vaccines that are available, and out of these 8 different vaccines, in India we have 3 vaccines. They are Sputnik V, Covaxin and Covishield. Let us discuss in detail about them. First vaccine is Pfizer BioNTech. It's a mRNA vaccine that is made from nucleoside modified mRNA. I already made a video on types of vaccines. Please go through that video. I'll explain you here in brief. We are saying that it is a mRNA type of vaccine. M stands for messenger RNA. See here what they do is they are going to inject the RNA into a human being. Here the mRNA is surrounded with a lipid bilayer. If you take a cell, the cell will have a nucleus, right? And they are going to introduce this mRNA into a cytoplasm, and this mRNA will utilize the cell machinery where it is going to make use of ribosomes and it is going to undergo the process of translation, giving rise to a protein, and this protein will induce the immune response. So if you take this as a cell, this is the nucleus, right? And this is the cytoplasm, right? We know replication, transcription, translation, right? So here we are not involving the DNA. Directly we are incorporating the messenger RNA. And this mRNA will undergo the process of translation, giving rise to a protein. And that protein will induce the immune response. So that is the role of Pfizer BioNTech vaccine. And this vaccine requires 2 shots with a gap interval of 21 days. So what are those 2 shots? The first dose we call it as a prime dose, and the second dose we call it as a booster dose. It has 90 to 94% efficacy, and this vaccine is made by US and Germany. Pfizer from US and BioNTech from Germany. This vaccine is approved by all the major countries, but right now it is not available in India. Coming to the other vaccine, Moderna. If you observe the name, the last 3 letters are RNA. That clearly indicates that this Moderna vaccine is also a RNA based vaccine. Right? When this RNA is introduced into a person in the form of a vaccine, that is going to give rise to a protein which will induce the immune response, and it requires 2 shots, and the time interval for the second dose is 28 days with efficacy of 90 to 94%. And this vaccine is made by a country, US. This vaccine is also approved by all the major countries. Right now it is not available in India. Coming to the third vaccine, Johnson & Johnson. It's a viral vector vaccine made with human adenovirus. Only 1 shot is sufficient with an efficacy rate of 70 to 85%. And this vaccine is from US and Belgium. Right now this vaccine is not available in India. Coming to the fourth vaccine, in AstraZeneca, it is also given with the other name called Covishield. And it's a viral vector vaccine that is made with a modified chimpanzee adenovirus. Earlier in case of Pfizer and Moderna, I told you that they are mRNA vaccines. But here instead of RNA, we are going to use DNA. For example, if you take this as a adenovirus that is related to a chimpanzee, if we use any human adenovirus, if our body previously gets infected with that adenovirus which is responsible for causing a common cold, we may not develop much immunity. So to avoid that problem, they have used a modified chimpanzee adenovirus to improve the immune response. And moreover, here they have used DNA. As we all know, DNA is a double stranded, right? Here what the scientists have done is they have removed a certain portion of this DNA. Okay, that means when this virus is introduced into a host, it will no longer capable of replicating in the host. Moreover, it is not capable of causing the infection in the host, and it was replaced with the other gene that codes for a protein of a virus, right? So when this genetically modified virus in the form of a vaccine preparation is given into a host cell, see for example, this is the host, this is the nucleus, and this is the cytoplasm. So this is DNA is going to enter into a cell nucleus. As per the reports, it was given that this DNA is not going to integrate with the host DNA, right? So this DNA will undergo the process of transcription, giving rise to an mRNA. This mRNA will be released into the cytoplasm, and it will undergo the process of translation, giving rise to a protein, and that protein will again induce the immune response, thereby producing the antibodies. This is all about the AstraZeneca vaccine, and it requires 2 shots with a time interval of 84 days, and moreover the efficacy rate is 70 to 90%. For the first dose, people observed 70% efficacy, and that efficacy rate has been increased to 90% after the second dose. And this vaccine is made by UK, Sweden and India. And this vaccine is available in India in the name of Covishield. And the next important vaccine is Sputnik V. It's a viral vector type that is made from a modified adenovirus. It requires 2 shots with a time interval of 28 days. And the efficacy rate is 85 to 90%, and it's a Russian vaccine right now available in India. Just now we got this vaccine into an Indian market, that is from the month of June. And the other vaccine is Sinovac, and the other name is Coronavac. It's an inactivated virus vaccine. Here they are going to inactivate the virus. It also requires 2 doses with a time interval of 3 to 4 weeks, and the efficacy rate is 60 to 75%. And this vaccine is made in China. It is not available in India. Coming to the other vaccine, that is Novavax. It's a protein based vaccine, requires 2 shots with a time interval of 28 days, and the efficacy rate is 85 to 90%, and this vaccine is made in US. It's not available right now in India. And coming to the last vaccine type, that is Covaxin. It is an inactivated virus vaccine, requires 2 shots with a time interval of 28 days, and the efficacy rate is 70 to 80%. This vaccine is made in India, available right now in the name of Covaxin. So this vaccine is from Bharat Biotech company, which is in Hyderabad. It's a very good company. Personally, I have learned lot of things while I worked in Bharat Biotech company. I worked from 2011 to 2013. It's a good experience working with the Bharat Biotech. And they are producing the vaccine in the name of Covaxin. Among these 8 vaccines, right now in India, we have AstraZeneca vaccine, that is Covishield. We have Sputnik V vaccine and also Covaxin. And remember, here I have mentioned the efficacy rate for all the vaccines, and this efficacy may vary depending upon the variant. If there is a variant, that means if the virus undergoes the mutation, there will be a change in the sequence, right? So if there is a variation in its sequence of genome, then the efficacy rate of the vaccine may change. But remember, all the vaccines are safe with good efficacy rate. So without any second thought, based on the possibility and the availability, vaccinate yourself as soon as possible. And please stay safe. Thank you so much.